All right, last time we left off, we set up our tablet and attached it to the computer. And if you put your pin close to the tablet itself, now it should be able to move around as your cursor. Notice though, wherever you are on the tablet itself um, is where your mouse is going to be, as opposed to being able to just pick it up and removing it, and it will be in the spot that it was last. So it's going to be a little bit different, and it's going to take a little bit getting used to. But one of the first things we're going to do is set up your system preferences. So if you just move down here over to your system preferences, try again. We're going to edit your settings. So if you look at this at the bottom left here, this is going to be your tablet. So we're going to click on here. And the first thing you're going to see is these up here. These are going to be your buttons that are actually on your tablet itself. And these are going to be pretty nice. We're going to leave them as they are. But they are kind of these keyboard shortcuts. So that if you press it, it actually is going to be as if you're pressing this on your keyboard. Now, since you don't want to have to keep going back to your keyboard over and over and over, and you just want to use your tablet, this is going to really help as you let you navigate your programs without having to constantly go back to your keyboard. So the top left is going to be Shift, the bottom left is going to be Option, the top right is going to be Command, and the bottom right is going to be Control. And we're just going to leave those as they are. But what we really want to mess with is the pen tool here. Yours by default will be around here. For your tip feel is going to be if you're a person who presses really hard when you draw, you'll want to move it up. And I'm going to be, for me, it's going to be like this. If you are a person who presses light when you draw with a pen or pencil, you might want to move it down to here so that you're going to be able to get that full range of stroke as you're drawing in your program. and it's not going to be as affected by how hard or soft you press at that point. It's going to allow you to press soft and still be able to make those larger strokes. I'm up here. You should just play around with it when you get into the program to see what works best for you. This double click distance, what we're going to do is we're going to just completely turn it off. And that's because if you go up and put it at large, when you go to double click, it's going to kind of have a lot of lag, or it's going to take a lot of time in between. It's just going to get kind of annoying. So we're just going to put it here, and when you double click, it'll be instant as if it were a real double click. If you go down to here, if you look at this, when you touch your pen to the tablet itself, as if you're doing a left click. At the top one, it's going to be as if you're doing a right click. And I'm just going to leave that as it is. But this one right here, yours may be something different. I've already set mine up. This one's we're going to set it to a keystroke. This is going to be every single time I press this, it is going to act as if I'm pressing multiple keys at one time. So if you click here and go to keystroke to set yours up, we're going to do probably one of the ones that's going to save you the most time, not having to go back to the keyboard over and over and over. And every artist should do this. And if you don't even use this for Microsoft Word or any of the other programs that you're using, this is just my favorite one of all time. And this is the undo. It's where you press these two buttons and it undoes the thing that you just did. And as an artist, you're going to make lots of mistakes. So you're going to want to just use this all the time. And instead of going back to the keyboard over and over and over and over, you can just press this one button and it will undo the last thing that you did. So what you're going to do is, while it's your cursor's right there, you're going to hold Command and then press Z, and it's going to set that up. And when you go to name it, you're just going to go right here, click it, and you're just going to call it undo. And then you're going to hit OK. And you should be set up. So when you go into any of your programs, you'll be able to use your pen tool to your liking. Now what I suggest is, after you've done that, to go around and play with it. You can go down, use it, click, navigate your menus. You can go over here to your Finder, go in, just play around going through all your stuff, practice touching things. Okay. X out of programs, open up programs, navigate, maybe navigate a book if you want to, maybe navigate, let's go down here to your web and just play around with it, go to different websites, just surf the net and just practice using it and getting yourself acquainted with it and to use it to how you feel most comfortable with it. So I encourage you to do that, and when you're ready, you can go on to the next video. All right, I'll see you then.